All right, I must have Aquarius rising and sun. So for you guys, this new moon is happening in Aquarius in your first house on February 9th. And I love this because anytime I see a new moon happening in your first house, in your sign, it's always like this really exciting time where we're having new parts of ourselves revealed, or we're having something new come into our life that feels like we are expanding as people. We're trying new things, and it's always just really exciting to see these opportunities for growth. However, these are not going to be still and peaceful and just flawless, seamless kinds of growth experiences, because this new moon is squaring Uranus in your fourth house. So there is something agitated. Not, maybe that's not the right word, but I quite literally mean to like move something, to chaotically change something up, to disrupt something in the area of your home, your family, or your emotions, or your roots, or sometimes even your past. The fourth house can also represent where we get a little bit stuck in our humdrum kind of routine, where we feel like we're in a comfort zone. And this could also be a time where it's shaking you out of your shell a little bit. If you've been spending a lot of time at home alone, this might be a time when it's like, we want you to do something else. We want you to look at things differently, try new things, leave your house, or maybe you are moving, or maybe something is happening within your living situation that's shaking things up. And it's like, you can't just stay the same. Like the fourth house is our nest. There's something about your nest, your comfort zone, your place to be, behind closed doors, your connection to your roommates or your family or your loved ones. Something about that is getting, again, disrupted or agitated for you, so that you can break the patterns, break the norm, and search for new things to expand upon as a person, new things to try, new things to do, new ways to see yourself, by breaking out of your patterns, your humdrum. I don't know why I keep saying that. Okay. I keep getting the same cards. I feel like I'm shuffling the deck more than I've ever shuffled the deck in other readings. And I mean, I'm shuffling it a lot in between people, and I keep getting these same cards for everybody. So there's definitely some similar themes coming around for you guys. Okay. So what is the outcome? Let me pull one more card for the outcome of what you guys get. So something I'm seeing here with Saturn being the ruler of this new moon, and Saturn's in your second house in Pisces, opposite Black Moon Lilith, I'm definitely getting the vibe that there's a little bit of insecurity or comparison or feeling behind or not good enough, especially when it comes to our money situation. So that's definitely something that I'm seeing for you guys. I feel like things have maybe felt like, in terms of worldly success, maybe they have felt unfair with this world and this justice card in reverse. Maybe you guys have felt the oppression of the world. Maybe you guys have felt this Pluto and Aquarius shift where you want to break out of this paradigm. You don't want to work every day 9 to 5. You want to live your Aquarian life. You want to do things your own way. You want to have freedom. You want to be able to not just have this kind of stuck energy or this expectation or this role to play in society. That could be for some Aquarians. Some other Aquarians, I mean, and just in general, I feel like you guys maybe have been feeling like a little bit stagnant when it comes to some of your worldly accomplishments, or like you're not where you want to be in life. You want things to be further along. You want things to move faster. You want more recognition. You want to feel like your work is paying off, that your good intentions are being met with good results. And I feel like for some of you guys, that could be an area of insecurity, especially when it comes to finances or the way that you value your own skills, the way that you value what you have to offer, and kind of your place financially or materially in the world. There's a little bit of that uncertainty there. But I feel like you guys, you're going to have a really good outcome. So don't worry. That energy is not sticking around for much longer. What you guys need to work on, though, wherever we have Mars at this time, is where we need to do work, where we need to take action. So for you guys, this is in your 12th house, Mars and Venus in your 12th house. So I feel like you guys, it's interesting. I just pulled the self-care and the stillness card. These keep coming up as well. It's crazy. So with this, it's almost like the action that you need to take is a little bit is not so much like action, actually. It's more so a time of reflection, of stillness, of checking in with yourself. This checking in with the universe as well, like being quite self-aware, I think, as a result of slowing things down. I think that's going to be important because you're in a little bit of a phase right now with Mars being in your 12th house of not needing to feel so productive. And that doesn't mean that you can't shake up your routine and try new things, because that's something that I think is actually going to benefit you a lot. But I almost feel like if you're trying to continue to be super productive, like you're trying to go through some major shift right now to get out of a stuck energy. And if you're still trying to chip away and work at something in the same way and be productive and not slow down, it's almost like you're not going to have the capacity, the awareness, the time to actually be able to make these adjustments. So it doesn't mean, and that's just temporary, because Mars in the 12th house is temporary. So it's almost like our minds, our energy gets a little bit turned down when Mars transits our 12th house. Our confidence gets turned down. Our ability to be producing a lot kind of turns down, and that's okay. That's part of this. It's like, can we reflect on the past? Can we put our energy into self-awareness? Because I think that's really what the biggest thing is here with the Devil card. I really feel like there are some attachments, limiting beliefs, addictions, self-sabotaging behaviors, ways that you are in that stuck energy. I feel like you've been so much in some kind of routine or in some kind of consistent like way of doing things that is based off of some kind of unhealthy attachment to something. Again, a belief, an addiction, a pattern. I don't know, whatever this is, it's like you guys are like feeding into that energy. And I feel like that's what this Mars in the 12th house is trying to get you to slow down, to see, okay, what is this pattern? Maybe I never leave the house and that's not getting me ahead in life. Maybe I've been trying to do things the same way and I need to make this shake up. Maybe I need to move. Maybe where I'm living is holding me back and it's actually not feeling like it's helping me in my life. Maybe I need to make some big changes around my comfort zone and try new things and see myself differently. So you guys are in this time of personal expansion, seeing yourself in new ways, but it's like you first have to expand spiritually. You first have to break the chains before you can run. So it's like, instead of the Mars, the running, the action, the doing, instead of trying to do that externally, it's like you want to first take that action and remove the bondages that have kept you really slowed down or stuck or on this cycle, and then take the action forward when Mars moves into your first house. So that's going to look different for you guys because you'll all have different ascendants. So Mars will move into the first house at different periods of time for each one of you. But if you want a reading from me, you can always get one. So yeah, that's something that I'm seeing. Something else that I think is important here is the sense of liberation. This came before the Devil card. So it feels like you're needing to liberate yourself from the things that have maybe, again, made you feel really limited and really stuck or really like lacking confidence. If you have some kind of thought, pattern, belief, activity, or comfort zone that you haven't broken out of, addiction that you haven't broken out of, and it's like you know that there's something else out there, you could try something differently, you could shake things up, but you haven't, that feeds into a lack of self-worth and a lack of confidence, because you're knowing what can set you up for success, and then doing the opposite is hindering your self-concept, hindering your self-belief. And this Knight of Wands wants you to free yourself from that. It wants you to loosen your hair in the wind, to feel like I'm light, to feel like I am on an adventure. I'm pursuing the things that bring me joy. I'm following through on these things. I believe in myself. I'm confident in myself and my ability to follow through on what makes me happy, what's good for me, what is outside of my comfort zone. Sometimes we can get so stuck, and it's almost like we really fear anything outside of our normal patterns, and we can every day can look the same. And I'm not saying that's what's happening to you guys, but there's something around this energy where it's like something has to give here. And I really feel like once you do that, you're going to actually reach a lot of material financial success in your life. I do have the Sun card. I feel like you guys are meant to find some kind of purpose or some kind of clarity or some sense of joy, hope, optimism, faith. And this is going to confidence. And this is going to come to you again once you've done this internal work first. So that's the end card. That's the goal. That's the outcome, essentially, that you're getting from this new moon. But first, you have to do the work to get outside of your comfort zone, shake things up, do things differently, and be willing to make some changes, especially when it comes to your home life and emotional life. So that's what I'm saying for you, Aquarius. Before you hop off, I wanted to let you know I'm changing my brand to Cosmic Clarity Astrology. So I will be changing up all of the images and things of that nature. So if you don't want to miss any of my videos because of that, you can subscribe to my email list down below. I send out emails with all my videos and astrology content that's helpful. And also, please don't forget to comment on this video. I super appreciate that. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share with your friends, help get my channel out there. I really appreciate all of that. And I hope you guys have a beautiful new moon and a great one. Okay, bye.